Welcome to a thrilling and heartbreaking story that reveals the terrifying end of SeaWorld trainer Keltie Byrne. What prompted Tilikum, a gorgeous killer whale, to become a killer herself? Join us as we dig into the dark underbelly of imprisonment, the anguish of sentient creatures, and Keltie's terrifying experience. Tilikum's tragic story is a sobering reminder of the ethical quandaries facing confined marine species. He was reduced to a simple display, doing commonplace antics for human enjoyment while being one of the ocean's largest and most intelligent creatures. The confinement of orcas like Tilikum, who lack access to their natural habitats and social connections, raises ethical concerns about marine animal captivity, emphasizing the need for reconsideration and conservation efforts. Tilikum's life in Sealand was a hell of a horror. He was confined to a tiny pool and harnessed by two older, powerful females who scraped him with their teeth and demonstrated their supremacy with physical aggressiveness. There was no way out of this hellish existence, no cerebral stimulation, and no reprieve from the unrelenting abuse he faced. Keltie Byrne, a devoted marine biology student and enthusiastic young trainer, joined Tilikum's realm and went on a voyage that would permanently impact her life. Her first objective was to obtain important experience working with these magnificent creatures, as well as to secure financial assistance for her studies. She had no idea that her part-time employment at the marine park would lead to a terrifying and deadly encounter with orcas. On the fateful day of February 20th, 1991, Keltie found herself cleaning up at the pool's side after a spectacular concert that wowed the audience. A lack of balance ended in a deadly slide, throwing her into the icy water with Tilikum and his fellow orcas. What followed was a heart-stopping battle for survival in the roiling water, an adventure that would put her fortitude and resilience to the test in the face of nature's raw might. Keltie's terrifying encounter serves as a sad reminder of the untamed realm of the ocean's most spectacular animals. Tilikum, the enormous orca, grabbed Keltie's foot and yanked her beneath the water surface, igniting a harrowing chase. The other orcas, who were used to having a person in their midst, joined the dangerous game. Keltie's screams terrified bystanders and trainers who tried to distract them with fish and buckets. Orcas remained resolute, unable to let go of Keltie, causing further distress. Keltie endured a terrible and unpleasant encounter as he was repeatedly dragged below the water surface, bitten and pushed about. Every time she came up for air, a ray of hope flickered briefly before fading away. In a terrible moment, Keltie was inches from safety when she was cruelly taken under one more time, dying in the water. Her tragic death was a somber milestone as she became the first person in history to die at the hands of a caged killer whale. The experience acted as a melancholy reminder of the potential hazards that might exist in the presence of such strong creatures, as well as an important reminder of the significance of safety and adequate care while working with them. It took hours to recover Keltie's corpse from the water, a horrible experience for everyone concerned. Her co-workers stood powerless as the orcas toyed with her motionless remains until they eventually let her go. Sealand would never recover from this catastrophe, and it shuttered its doors a year later. The tragedy triggered an international debate regarding the ethics of keeping orcas in captivity. Nuka and Haida were rehomed, and Tilikum ended up at Orlando SeaWorld, where he improved his living conditions. However, the psychological harm inflicted on him during his confinement was irrevocable. He would attack again in the years that followed, leaving a path of disaster in his wake. Tilikum and Keltie Byrne's story serves as a strong warning of the dangers of keeping clever and sociable creatures in captivity. It's a harsh demonstration of the cost of exploiting the natural environment for human enjoyment. This episode's legacy continues as a reminder of the need for reform and kindness in the care of animals. Thank you for joining us on this traumatic trip inside Keltie Byrne's life. If this story moved you, please like, comment, share, and subscribe to keep up to date on more fascinating stories that question our assumptions. Your contributions fund our mission to bring important issues to light. continue to be inquisitive and exploratory.